Talking about Buddhism, most people, especially the Chinese, would immediately pop up a book name in their mind, The Journey to the West. As the story of this famous book is about the main characters heading to the West for bringing the Buddhist scriptures back to China in the Tang Dynasty. Many people have a misconception that the Buddhism started to spread over China in the Tang Dynasty. However, by studying unburied artwork and historical records in different forms done by the Asians, they have shown us a different fact that the Buddhism started to spread and get known by the public ever since Han Dynasty. The origin of Chinese Buddhism is related to a myth. It is said that in Yongping 10年, King Hanyang Hanmingdi once had a dream of visioning an enormous-sized, human-like figure in golden color with lights in his head. The king asked his subordinates for explanation of his dream. One answered, "A god believed by many in the West has similar appearance." The king then sent envoys to the West. Later in the year, two monks came with Buddhism scriptures and statues. Since then, Buddhism got known by people and rooted in Chinese history. Such myth has already been proved and supported by profound historical facts. Therefore, it would be unsurprised that some followers may start to construct or produce Buddhist scriptures and statues, which lead us to our main character of this video, the seated Buddha 338. This statue has been judged to be made during 329 to 350 BC, which is during later Zhao, Hou Jiao, a period that's known by little of the public when it's after the Jing Dynasty, but before the Sui Dynasty. As you may see from the 3D model, you can first see that the statue is in golden color because of the gilding technique. You notice that the statue is not made by gold, but bronze, and then gilded with gold. Later in this video, we will touch on the gilding technique as well. Back to the statue. The second thing you can strictly tell after your first sight of this statue is that the Buddha is sitting in the form of meditation, 打坐. As you may have seen are the Buddha statue like the big Buddha in the Lantau Island in Hong Kong. Some of them may be in other form of positions like laying down, but most of them, including this Buddha statue stated 338 and the big Buddha, are in the form of meditation and sitting like this. Meanwhile, there is also a hole on the back of the head of this statue. Therefore, it is believed that there should be something attached to the head of this Buddha statue originally, but lost during it being buried underground. However, something of this statue are indeed unlike the usual Buddha statue that we are familiar with. That would be the hairstyle and the dressing style of this Buddha statue. First, about the hairstyle. You may not be able to see from this 3D model, but in fact it is painted in dark blue paint unlike the body part of this statue. So don't get wrong that there are just some rust on the statue's head. Yet, the point and the main difference of this statue's hairstyle is that when we see a majority number of Buddha statues, their head is like many bubbles on it, which is called luofa, and implies the wisdom of the Buddha. However, although the statue has a straight, long hair instead, there is still similarity, which is this part of the Buddha's head. Most people may think it is just some hair, but it is indeed muscle and also implies the great wisdom and kindness of the Buddha. Second, about the dressing style. Most Buddha statues we see seem to wear nothing or a very loose cloth that's showing his chest and belly. Back on this statue, you can see although the cloth may seem loose, the whole body of the Buddha has been entirely covered and show a letter U here. It is actually one of the crafting style of the Buddha statue that covered the body with cloth and show a letter V or U here. This crafting style has been generally adopted in the Han Dynasty. Now, finished talking about the differences, let's go back into more detail of this statue. Despite this smooth surface that you can see here in the base of the statue of the 3D model, there is words on it. By clipping out some other introduction video of this statue, you can see that some inscriptions have been carved on the back of the base. After the study of the archaeologists, the inscription dated the statue to 338 BC, which make it to be the earliest known dated Buddha made in China. And finally, in case some of you may still think that this statue is made of gold, take a look on here. There is two layers of the statue and hence proof that it is the application of gilding technique. Moving to the final part of this video, shall we talk about the gilding technique and learn some trivia together? So the normal gilding method that we know and has been widely used nowadays is usually done with the use of electricity. In Chinese we call it 电镀. While in the past, since the ancients can't use electricity as modern age, they will first break the gold into very fine and small pieces, then mixed with mercury and heat the mixture. After that, the artisan will paint the mixture on the brown surface to form the golden coating. Since there are mercury in the mixture, there would be a chemical reaction when it was painted on the brown surfaces and making the golden coating stick firmly on the brown surface. In Chinese, we call it 鎏金. However, since heating mercury would release toxic gas, such gilding technique will do certain harm to human body, and hence it has been gradually replaced by the plating method, which means gilding with the help of electricity. It has also been said that if the golden coating of the craft product is more thick, it means the power of the country during that period of time is strong. At the end of this video, hope you can learn to explore the history behind an artifact while you are appreciating its beauty. Thank you.